Hello.
Good morning. All right, so this morning we're talking about our YouTube monetization update. About 5 weeks ago, we decided to kind of pivot with our channel under the kind of the thought process of better together, where we were going to do things together instead of me doing it separately by myself. And so we're going to kind of talk through that. And I think the main theme of today and the reason why we're wearing our old school baseball jerseys is because we want to talk about at bats, how important it is to get at bats, because we know that you're not going to be a good hitter if you don't get enough at bats. You have to get up there and swing the bat. So that's what we'll be talking about today. And I want to just mention one thing real quick. So about 5 weeks ago, you and I made a video and we talked about how we were going to kind of bring you into the channel and things would be changing. And where were we at?
What do you mean, where were we at?
We were on the beach.
I know.
And now here we are in gloomy Midwest where it's cold. So
Bummer.
that is kind of a bummer. Anyway, let's get right into it. Let's talk about the last 30 days where we've been posting 3 videos each week consistently for 30 days.
Yep.
And go.
And we basically have doubled our metrics. So we think that's pretty cool. So specifically though, views per video. Our views per video, each video that we post has gone up. Before we would get 17, 27, I know
35
sevens here, kinds of view levels. But now we're double or even triple that in some cases or more. You always have the occasional, well, you hope to have the occasional video where you have it just pops and it goes, viral or whatever. Well, we haven't gone viral, but we've had a couple of videos. Well, one video that went over 1,000, and
Right.
Then we've had a couple that have gone over 200 or 100. So that's really good. But we get more views, and that's what the whole point is there.
Yeah, we haven't hit any home runs in the last 30 days of posting 3 times a week, but I think we can see statistically, or at least anecdotally, because I don't know that we have enough data for real science, but anecdotally, we can see that we're improving.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So we've also increased our watch hours. So, excuse me. So let me also share here. Oops. Maybe I won't. How about you talk about that while I figure this out?
Right. Well, I think part of the whole thing is, so like before we started doing this 3 videos a week, I was posting 1 or 2 times a week for several months on my own. And I would, I might have a video that did kind of okay, but generally speaking, I'd get about 30 views. And maybe I get a subscriber, maybe I lose a subscriber, something like that. I think what we've noticed over this past 30 days of doing 3 videos a week is that we're closer to about 100 views per video. So that's better. And then we're actually getting more comments. So we're actually having more engagement from our subscribers, which is cool, because when you're doing this in the beginning and you have 0 feedback from anybody, it's kind of challenging. And sometimes it can be kind of frustrating because you're throwing out videos that you think is a good idea and it's not sticking and you're not getting any feedback. So it's kind of challenging in the beginning. So it's nice to start getting the more comments, even to the point that we had a subscriber suggestion for a video. Jesse made the video about it and it did pretty good. Yeah. It did like almost 80 views. And for us, having an average of 20, 30 views, that's significant. So yes. I think
we would consider that to be a single.
Yeah. Or maybe a walk.
Maybe a walk.
But we got on base.
We
is
did.
The important part.
Moneyball here.
Yep. So, and I think we've also seen consistent subscriber increase too. So we're getting, 1 or 2 subscribers new to each video that we do, which is better. So, it's obviously going to take a while to get to 1,000. On our thumbnail, we have, 73 subscribers and a winning attitude, because that's what we're bringing to our game here while we're trying to get these at bats. But what I have noticed anecdotally is as I look at channels that are a little bit closer to 1,000 subscribers, so they're Gen X creators They've been doing it roughly as long as we have, might be in a different niche, but they're closer to 1,000. What I've noticed, oh, hey, it's Melissa. Hello. And she's one of
Hey,
the channels
Melissa.
that we're actually talking about, Money from Zero. She's a little bit closer to 1,000, well, a lot closer to 1,000 than we are.
Mhm.
But what I've noticed is, while she may have some videos, and there's a couple other channels I've looked at too, that may have, you know, a video here that got 2,000 or 3,000 views. Generally speaking, like the day in, day out kind of video is 200 to 300 views. And so if we can double what we're doing now, then we should get closer to 1,000, or at least that's the goal.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
so the question
that's
is,
a lot.
do we keep going? Do we keep doing 3 videos per week?
What do you think? I think yes.
I think at least for the next month, we have to try and do another month of it,
I think so too.
which will be challenging because between work and between the holidays, it'll be challenging. I think one thing we've noticed is we're getting better. I don't know that I can necessarily say our video quality is better. I joke about posting crimes against humanity. maybe they're slightly less. Maybe we're not quite the criminals that we used to be. But I at least I feel more comfortable in getting the whole thing done,
Mhm.
right? I feel more comfortable talking to the camera. I feel more comfortable coming up with the idea and kind of like scripting out what we're going to talk about. Like everything's getting a little bit quicker, but it does still take a lot of time.
It does. And with the holidays coming up and everything, that's going to be a challenge for us too. And your work schedule is getting a little hectic in the next couple of weeks as well.
Yeah.
So between family and work and everything else that we do in life, this is going to be a challenge for us over the next 3 weeks or 4 weeks, but we're going to do it.
Yeah. And we'll see. All right. More at bats, right? And then let's talk about real quick, the one other thing that we noticed, and I have kind of complained on previous videos.
Melissa says yes, by the way.
All right, right on. Is I say that YouTube's AI is not that eye, right?
At all.
Right. Especially in the beginning, it's frustrating. And I wanted to share an example. I think for us, this is kind of a win. If you go to, if Jesse can pull it up real quick, one of our more recent videos that I did, if you can see down here, where some of the search terms that were bringing views in were RX protein bars, 20,000 steps a day weight loss, and Larabar fruit and nut bars. Actually, this video had nothing to do with those 3 things specifically, but I will say from a niche standpoint, it makes a heck of a lot more sense than what was that one video that suggested us homeless shelter hookups, which is funny in its absurdity. But then, to be honest, it kind of irritates me because I'm like, homeless shelter hookup, like somebody is exploiting less fortunate people. And now we're associated with it because of the stupid algorithm pointing you. I don't know. Anyway,
So
whatever.
strange.
But at least I feel like now YouTube is starting to recognize what the heck we're talking about a little bit better. So I think that's a win as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So
cool.
I think.
So we're going to do it for the next month. We're going to try this, continue to try this and see if we can even double our metrics even more. And we will report back.
We will report back. And I think that's it for today.
Yes.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks.